Welcome back to the John Mendola Show on WILK. It's 10:09. Continuing the conversation, we have the Lakeland boys soccer team in studio with us today. Great to see them and their head coach, Tom Kane. And, Coach, welcome in today.
John, thank you for having us.
Well, great to see you guys. And let's talk a little bit about it's been a busy week. This week, I got to talk with the Scranton Prep boys soccer team in the middle of the week. About 45 minutes ago, talk with the Wyoming Seminary boys soccer team. They're pretty good. And all those coaches seem to mention Lakeland as a team to look after. So what's going right there at Lakeland here in 2018?
John, a lot of it really is just, these boys that are playing this year have been, a lot of them have been starters for the last 4 years. So a lot of it's just a culmination of everything coming together from the last few years, working together, working hard all the time, and, just kind of seeing the fruits of their labors now.
Let's talk about the work ethic, as you say, out of this group, the summer stuff, and guys stay in shape because there's a whole lot of running. I mean, you got to get the mileage in, so when the season comes, you try to get through some of these nicks and bruises and kind of keep on going.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these guys, ever since they came up, have been very involved, throughout every off season, doing a lot of indoor leagues during Riverfront, different tournaments, off-season tournaments, everything we can possibly get them involved in, we're out there doing. And these guys, they don't miss a beat.
Well, we have 6 guys to talk to today, Coach, and we're going to get a little info about each of them first. So tell us about Justin Burkhart before we grab him.
So Justin's, he's been our goalkeeper. He's been starting goalkeeper now for a couple years and has just done a phenomenal job. Kind of finds himself in the right place a lot of times. It's really come along in becoming more aggressive, which was, really the one weakness that we had in him a little while ago. And this year is, we've seen him step up and just really take over games as much as he could in back.
All right, let's welcome in Justin Burkhart here on the John Mendola Show. And Justin, senior year, goalie, not easy to do. So we'll talk a little bit about what's it been like for you here this season, having all those defenders in front of you.
Well, it's definitely a good thing to have all those good guys back there. They really do clear the ball. And a big thing is communication between myself and the defenders. We got to talk and, clear the ball, and drop even sometimes. And a big part about the defense is, how good we are chemistry-wise. We do communicate a lot during the game.
Now, talk about your relationship with Coach as far as him getting after you guys, making sure he's bringing out your best. What's it been like there?
Well, he really does push us a lot, and during the practices, we're running a lot of drills, and we're communicating a lot more, and it's just really important during the practices that we take it seriously.
We take you through some other events you're involved with at school. You do lacrosse. You're the National Honor Society, the stage crew. So talk about being a well-rounded fellow there at Lakeland. Well,
the National Honor Society is really important as the student part of the student athlete, and we do strive to get good grades in there. The lacrosse is another sport to keep myself conditioned during the off season. It is a really good one. We at Lakeland, this is going to be our 3rd year coming up that we have the sport available, and it's a really fun sport. I see a couple of guys from soccer there, and the stage crew, and we are in the back in the shadows. We're helping this play get along here, putting the different sets up and making sure it's a possibility for the members that speak during the cast.
Big family. So take us through all the siblings, Lauren, Ava, Carter. They must all be looking up to you, the senior in the household.
Yeah, my sister Lauren, she's 13. She's in 8th grade. She does play soccer on the junior high team. She's out to my games every once in a while to support me. I gotta say though, my biggest supporter is probably Ava. As soon as I got my soccer pictures, she always grabbed the pin and wore it on her shirt, and she's usually at almost all of my soccer games coming out to support me. And my little brother, he's got the little soccer balls and he's kicking them around. I think he'll be a really good part of the soccer family when he gets older.
That sounds pretty darn cool to have all that great energy in your household. You're doing a great job in the classroom with a 93 average. Let's talk about the next step for you in the medical profession. What are you thinking there?
I'm thinking about either going into a physician's assistant program or even nursing, even though it's not common for men to do it. I have an uncle that is very successful in that career, and I might be looking to do the same.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a pretty darn good career track the last couple of years, hearing more and more young men and women getting into nursing. Your mom, Melissa, as a role model, tell us why.
She's very supportive and always is there to help me through anything tough and good as well. She's always there to help me in many ways.
Justin, great to hear your story. We wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.
Justin Burkhart from Lakeland Boys Soccer. Let's get back over to Coach Tom Kane. And Coach Ethan Cortez is with us. Tell us about Ethan's skill set out there on the field.
So Ethan has been he's been a forward that came out really started every single game since he was a freshman. That we saw back in junior high was just he just has uncanny skill and ability to find the net. This year, one of the things we challenged him to do is to kind of take guys more one-on-one from deeper parts of the field, just knowing that he was going to be marked up a little bit more, having to kind of create himself a little bit more time and space, and he's done a phenomenal job of doing that, answering that call, and just continues to bury the ball in the net.
All right, Ethan Cortez, welcome into the John Mendola Show. And senior year, Ethan, talk about this group and a lot of work you guys have put in over the years.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, we've been playing together since we were little, so the chemistry's there. It's been there. And we're just rolling now. We've been waiting for this, and now this will be our best year, best Lakeland soccer year ever. Mark my words.
All right, let's talk about the striker position. Who are guys that are able to get you the ball where you're finishing, or maybe you're helping them out as well? But talk about that offensive output. Who's the guys helping?
Well, I would say everyone, but a lot of times, Jerry Borowski, Jackie Flynn, they're in there, send me some beautiful balls, just doing what they do best.
Let's talk about loving soccer. It seems like it's the only thing you do. So talk about how you live it, you eat it, you sleep it, whatever it is. Why do you love the game of soccer so much?
I don't know, to be honest, but like ever since I was little, I was playing it. And I was like, hey, I like soccer. I'll keep playing it. So I'm just grinding at it. It's my passion, and I love doing it.
You have a brother, Scott, and a sister, Carolyn. So tell us about what they're up to and your relationship with them.
Oh, yeah, Scotty. He's kind of cool. He's in Oregon right now doing like wildlife stuff out there, which is pretty cool. And then my sister, she's in college just doing her thing. Yep.
Accounting, one of your favorite subjects. Tell us about is it the teacher that you like, or do you think that could be something down the road you might get into?
Oh, yeah, shout out to Miss Patrica. She's pretty cool. And accounting, yeah, I like it. It's like numbers, but like it's pretty cool. It's not boring or anything, so I like it.
Let's talk about your dad as a role model. Why you look up to him?
Oh, yeah, Victor. Good guy. He's always out there with me practicing. But, yeah, me and him are just grinding. He's always there for me, so, yeah.
All right, Ethan, great to hear your story. The best of luck, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Ethan Cortez here on the John Mendola Show. Let's get back over to Coach Kane. And, Coach, one more guy to talk to in this particular segment. So tell us who's next.
Next, we have Jerry Borowski. He's been a very flexible midfielder. A couple times we've been able to throw him up top a little bit, give him some exposure at forward. But Jerry just brings a strength to our midfield that, without him there, we kind of drop off a little bit. But he does a great job of just controlling the pace of the game from the midfield. Very strong physical player, and definitely some assets that are needed in that position.
All right, Jerry Borowski coming in here on the John Mendola Show. And Jerry, let's talk about the guys that surround you and how good this offense is this year. And of course, guys just doing it all over the field. I know defensively you guys are pretty good too. So tell some of your teammates and who's not getting some credit that maybe deserves some credit there at Lakeland.
Oh, well, Gary Snipes is one of our strikers, and recently in a game he scored 4 goals, so I think he deserves some recognition for that. And our whole defense actually doesn't get a lot of recognition, even though they're doing quite the job back there. And our keeper, Justin.
All right, well, give us those defensive guys so the public could hear who the defensive players on Lakeland soccer team are.
Christian Swat, Tyler Prudente, Gavin Copa, and Owen Morgan or Zach Deal.
You also play some baseball at Lakeland. Talk about how serious you are about that.
I don't take it as serious as soccer, but I do take it pretty seriously. We recently won the district championship, so it's a big deal to us.
FBLA, an organization you're involved with there at school. Let's talk about being a good student. You have a 4.0. So your dedication, where does that come from? How many hours you're putting in a night's study, and or does it come natural to you?
A lot of it does come naturally to me, but I do make sure I study a lot before a test to make sure I get the grades I want.
Big family, so take us through the siblings in your family.
My oldest brother, Jesse, he's recently graduated college with his master's degree. And same thing with my brother Josh, and now they're out working in their specific, field. And my sister Emily is in college right now, and she's doing well there. So I hope they all keep it up.
Let's talk about your relationship with your dad and why he's a role model to you.
Well, he's always been there for me since I was a kid. We always used to practice soccer outside in the yard, and we'd do everything together, baseball. It doesn't matter the sport or time.
All right, Jerry. Well, great to hear about your story. We wish you continued success on the soccer field and in your career path, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Jerry Borowski and the Lakeland boys soccer team. Well, we come back. We're going to continue. We got more guys to talk to. The Abington Heights cross country team, Richard Mendola, Dallas area. And, of course, you can follow us online. It is thejohnmendolashow.com. I want to thank our friends at Mendocino's Pizza and Restaurant located in Daleville for all their support. And you can, of course, like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube, The John Mendola Show. Wilkes University football live today at 1 o'clock. And then if you head over, it'll be The John Mendola Show live on YouTube. You'll be able to check out Lackawanna College football today, both at 1 o'clock. We come back here. We'll talk more Lakeland boys soccer. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Michael Griffin. Break like a good neighbor. Michael Griffin is there. We'll be back at WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK. 10:24 in the morning, a gorgeous overcast day, but you can hear the geese flying back, so something's changing here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Tom Kane with us, Lakeland boys soccer. We got another group of guys to get to, and Tom, let's talk about our next young man there at Lakeland. Who is it?
Next, we have Elia Dell'Agnello. He's an Italian exchange student that joined us earlier this year. And he's come out. He's a striker, like I said, from Italy, and has just done a phenomenal job giving us some quality minutes off the bench.
All right, let's welcome Elia Dell'Agnello here on the John Mendola Show, the toughest part of the interview. Elia's getting the name right. What's it been like for you to come over here and see what soccer is like in the States and play at Lakeland?
Yeah, nice to meet you. The soccer here is very different about Italian soccer, but it's good. I like these guys, and it's so funny. They make a really good job, and I'm here for the English and for the experience because, you know, in Italy it's very difficult to learn English. And yeah, but I'm here and it's so funny, and I would like to learn English very well.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're on your way. You're doing a great job. As far as soccer goes, putting the ball in the net, I guess that's the same in Italy or here. Talk about your ability to strike the ball and do good things with it when you guys are playing there at Lakeland.
Oh, yeah. It's so easy for me and Ethan strike because the midfield and the defense make a very good job. And yeah, they used to give to us the ball, and we have only to strike.
Well, as far as fitting in with the guys, talk about the relationship you've built with these guys and learning some things they do at Lakeland that's probably different than Italy, but maybe you've told them some things that you've done in Italy that has been fun too.
Yeah, they are so nice with me, and yeah, from the first day, and they are very good with me. They used to give me a ride to school or to the football games or to the practice or to the games, and for me it's very good, and they are very, very nice with me. I love these guys. One
of the things you'd like to do is travel a lot, and that's one of the things you did already here as a young man as you traveled over to the United States. So talk about life after high school, what you think you're going to do with your life. After the school, the exchange here, I have to do another year of high school in Italy because we have 5 years. And after the last year in Italy, I will do, I don't know, maybe go to the college, and then I will go I will find a job and find a good wife, and yeah, nothing. Sounds like a real easy life as far as your plans are pretty simple. You lay them out, and I think you're going to do pretty well with it. Elia, we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in, and we hope to bring home a championship there at Lakeland, and you be a big part of it, okay?
Yeah, I will try. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Elia Dell'Agnello from the Lakeland soccer team. Tom Kane, great to see a young man like that come over from Italy and join your team, and it's been probably a nice culture thing for your team.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one of the things we're hoping is that not only is he learning as much as he can about the English way, but also, our boys, our American boys here, learning some culture from that he's bringing over from Italy as well. So it's definitely been a nice change for us, and we've definitely welcomed him from the beginning.
Zachary Deal is another student athlete there at Lakeland. Coach, he is a senior. Tell us about Zachary.
So Zach is a defender for us. So Jerry kind of mentioned him earlier. He's one of those unsung heroes that we have. Not getting too much work because our midfield is kind of very solid. But between Zach and the rest of the defenders, just answering every call that they've had this year. In the past we've had opportunities where we've given up bulk amount of goals per games, and this year, we haven't had the game yet where we've given up more than one goal. So definitely a credit to Zach and the effort that the rest of his defenders have played. Zach is he's been holding down the outside back for us, and has just been making consistent plays, and really can't ask anything more from him.
All right, let's welcome in Zach Deal here on the John Mendola Show. And Zach, let's talk about the defense and you guys, and being able to know what everybody does is such a huge part of it. Do you feel like that's the way it is this year for the Chiefs, that everybody's move ahead of time?
Yeah, we work really well together. We know where everyone has to be. Say if like the center person went to the outside, I have to slide in. We work on that in practice. We preach it. We know what we have to do. We're taught very well.
What do you like overall about this team? Is it the bond that you guys have? Is it the work ethic, or just winning? Winning always seems like it's a lot of fun too.
I love winning, but we work well, great together. When we were all freshmen, I think we had around 16 freshmen, and when we played junior high, we had even more kids than that. And during rec, like when we were younger, we've all been together. We've all been together since we were little, and now this is it, and it's all coming together.
Baseball, another sport you play. Talk about what position you play and what you enjoy about that sport.
I play the outfield in baseball. I love baseball. It's really my first love. We won the district championship, and that's always great. I love winning. So,
you got a brother, Josh. Tell us about what he's up to.
He graduated college. He went to Lakeland also. He currently lives with some roommates, and he has a steady job now.
All right, you're enjoying English in school, hovering around that 89, 90 mark. So you're doing a nice job there. Talk about the future. What do you want to do as this graduation hits in 2019?
I definitely want to go to college. I might want to go for biology or nursing. I'm not really sure yet, but definitely go to college.
Let's talk about your relationship with your dad and why he's a role model.
From the beginning, when I started playing baseball and I started playing soccer, when it was like I wanted to go like hit or wanted to go like shoot on the goal, he's always there. And he's always at my games. He's always been there for me. And that's why it's great.
All right, Zach, well, great to hear your story. We wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.
All right, let's get back over to Coach Tom Kane. And, Tom, one more guy to get to, and that is Brandon Winovich. And tell us a little bit about Brandon's skill set for you.
So Brandon is his biggest attribute really is his speed. Brandon is a very, very fast kid. He's a junior, really the only junior underclassman really we have starting in our lineup right now. We have 10 seniors that are starting. Brandon's our lone non-senior, and he does a good job of just owning the outside midfield, on his side, and like I said, uses his speed to track runners down, track balls down. And then looks to play any balls across that he can, or even just last night, perfect example. Just takes a shot when it's there and buried probably about a 30-yard shot right over a keeper's head last night. And he kind of brings that to the team just about any chance we get.
All right, let's welcome in Brandon Winovich here on the John Mendola Show. And Brandon, let's talk about being that lone junior. What's it like for you to work hard enough to get on the field? It's a big senior group.
Yeah, I've been playing with these guys since junior high, and it's just been like real fun trying to like connect with them. Like they've been playing together for so long, and me coming in with all these seniors is just trying to like get them the ball, and for having the dribble, like I'm always just making the runs and try passing across to Jack, Ethan, or Jerry, and then when I have the open shot, sometimes I'll take it.
You are involved with track and field and basketball at Lakeland, so talk about what you like about both of those sports.
I really like track because it really gets me conditioned for soccer for the next season, or to really like try to get a scholarship to some colleges. And basketball is just something to also keep me conditioned.
How about the events for track? Which ones do you do?
I do long, high, and the 4x1 and 200.
All right, awesome. You have a brother, Derek, so tell us about him, an older brother.
Yeah, he's 22 years old, and he goes to Penn State, and he's on his last semester before he takes his LSATs to go to whatever college he's trying to go into.
Good for him. And mom and dad as your role models, talk about why they either pump you up or support you in the classroom.
My mom's always trying to come to my games, cheer me on, and my dad's always just pushing me to go harder and try to tell me like what I did wrong and what I can improve and just everything that I can like be better and just do the best I can.
Well, we appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck, Brandon, the rest of this year, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right, Brandon Witovich here on the John Mendola Show from Lakeland. Tom Kane, great to see you and the guys this morning. Playoffs a couple of weeks away. It's going to be very interesting. There's a lot of good teams. We're hoping that maybe a District 2 team could make a step 2 or 3. Not easy when you get to states, but there's some high quality this year. You guys are all going to push each other here at the end.
No, absolutely. Like you said earlier, you mentioned Scranton Prep and Wyoming Seminary. You got to throw Myers really into the mix as well. They've kind of been our Achilles heel over the last couple years. Good friendly rivalry that I've got with them and Coach Jack over there. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking to try and do some damage in districts and really make that run and hopefully bring home that first gold medal for us and see what we can do in states. But we know the road's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of tough games, to get there. So we'll put forth that effort, and we're going to give it our best shot. That's for sure.
Yeah, and getting to know these teams. I mean, you just get to know, boy, this team has this. You guys have 10 seniors. Scranton Prep has these guys. They've replaced a lot, but they're still pretty good. So it's going to be a fun ride here the next couple of weeks. Tom, thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
John, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
All right, Tom Kane and the Lakeland boys soccer team here on the John Mendola Show. We come back. We are going to talk Abington Heights cross country. Rich Mendola from Dallas will join us, talk a little football as well. And we appreciate you joining us each and every week here on the John Mendola Show. You can follow us online. It is thejohnmendolashow.com. Let's take a time out and head to our local State Farm insurance agent, Melissa Walter. Break like a good neighbor. Melissa Walter in the Back Mountain is there. We'll be back on WILK.